Good morning, my friends. I'm just waking up here. I kept hearing this morning, loud and clear, I kept hearing people are betraying their soul. They are doing the opposite of what their soul would want them to do. This is happening all over the world. There are 7 billion humans. A lot of them, a big chunk of humans have awakened. They have remembered. They are sovereign. They are in their power. They are in their truth. But a big chunk of people haven't awakened yet. And the way that we designed this reality is we said, hey, universe, snap me out of it when I get lost. Snap me out of it when I step out of bounds. Snap me out of it when I pop out of alignment. So anytime you give your power away to people, to places, to things, to anything in life, you're stepping out of bounds. So the way that you design this game, you know all of this. It's just that you're in a state of amnesia. You forgot. Anytime you step out of bounds, the universe is going to swoop in and reorient you. And sometimes the way it does that isn't going to feel good because you're so stubborn that it has to use a stronger force than yourself. So if someone refuses to change their life, they might have an injury because they're overworking. That injury is actually there to reorient them. The universe isn't deliberately trying to injure you. It's just that when you're stubborn, you do that to yourself because you have so much resistance in your body that eventually something happens to you. Okay? So yes, things have to get more chaotic. They have to. I mean, before I awakened in 2011, I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening. I was in so much pain. I was desperately crying out for help. I said, God, please show me something. And that's when I awakened. Every human has to go through that. And sometimes the universe has to hit you with a baseball bat so that you can finally cry out for help. But right now, there are too many humans who are on their high horse. They're feeling confident, but it's just their ego. They think they're right, but that's just their ego. It's like that saying, pride comes before a fall. There are a lot of people right now who are prideful. They're too prideful to abandon their so-called identity, their so-called beliefs that allow them to fit in, to belong to something. The world is very seductive, my friends. It's very alluring. Very. And that's why we have to be discerning in life. We have to be discerning. Everyone is going to have to get to that place. Everyone is going to have to initiate themselves into that place of discernment by stopping to give their power away. And sometimes something horrible is going to happen to us so that we can snap out of it and take our power back and say no more. People are betraying their soul left, right, and center right now. They're going the opposite direction of where they're supposed to go. We are here to remember who we are. We are here to awaken from our slumber. We know all of this. We're simply in a state of forgetfulness. So again, the way that we crafted this reality is we said, universe, when I forget, because I know how seductive the world is, I'm going to ask you to divert my attention back to myself. I'm going to ask you to redirect me. And do what you need to do to redirect me. Okay? So the universe might give you some wiggle room to be stubborn, but eventually it's going to do something to wake you up. So think of every human on this planet who's asleep right now and how wonderful and momentous this global opportunity is to awaken every single human. That's why it's not going to end anytime soon. Okay? So hang on to your hat because it is going to be a bumpy ride. But it won't be bumpy for you if you've already awakened. It doesn't have to be bumpy for you. You can just observe the bumpiness. You've already graduated. I love you guys.